Hello, good evening. Welcome to downtown Oklahoma City for El Paso versus OKC.
Excited to be coming to you live from inside Riverboat Field. Action out of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one. It's the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Oklahoma City Comets. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, your Oklahoma City Comets.
All right.
Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Bobby Miller. Here's what you need to know at home. Not many pitchers stand as tall as he does, and that can present a challenge for hitters. They're not used to seeing someone with his height on the bump. That may lead to some more bad swings in the early innings, and it also makes it easier for him to live at the bottom of the zone because it's harder for hitters to get on plane. Ready to go now. Here's the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
We'll look at his stats in just a bit. We are underway here at 7:05.
Underway here in the home opener. Well, that's an interesting way to start the night. That sure looked like a strike to me.
222 average for Forrest Wall. No home runs, 1 RBI. Bobby Miller's next pitch. That's fouled away. Check our game temperature here tonight. It is really a chilly night here in this mock world. 42 degrees, clear skies. Winds blowing at 13 miles an hour from right field. Joe McDonald is the home plate umpire with Carl Dixon, Eric Summersgill, and Freddie Ferguson. Okay, it's saying better, never mind.
Here comes the 1-1.
Next pitch for Bobby Miller.
That one
fouled away. Comets in their home whites. Comets across the front in blue script with the baseball underneath the Comet logo. Red numbers on the front left. Blue numbers on the back. As that's called for a strike 3. White pants, blue hats with the OKC, where the baseball goes through the letter K in OKC on the front. Blue hats and brims.
And that's off the inside.
That's Mason McCoy.
Miller, 25 years old.
There's his stats from last year.
Back in 2020.
Last year, 204 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. This season, 231 average, no homers, no RBIs for Chihuahuas.
Here's a grounder up the middle, and
that is a base hit.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
This El Paso team's really going to be a dangerous team here tonight.
Get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for
Gavin Sheets is due up.
Next is the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
First pitch for Miller. That's fouled away. Sheets' stats last year, 233 average, 10 homers, 45 RBIs. This year's average right now so far is 625, no homers, 2 RBIs. Next pitch to Bobby Miller is called for a strike on a fastball.
That's one way to set a tone for his outing.
El Paso
is always impressive, especially this early on.
El Paso in their grays, El Paso across the front in red script. Red numbers on the back, black letters on the back, swinging a strike 3. Gray pants, black hats, and brims with the EP on the front.
Here's the first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
Trenton Brooks is due up.
There's a strike.
That's called for a strike. Last year, 120 average, no homers, and 1 RBI. First meeting of the season between OKC and El Paso this year.
Next pitch misses.
That's outside.
1 strike. So 2 off-speed pitches in a row, even though he's got that power fastball. Bit odd.
Next pitch to Bobby Miller. That's fouled away, so it'll be a ball and 2 strikes.
Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. McCoy leads off of first with 2 away.
Next pitch.
Chopped left side.
over the first. Now in the inning, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Midway in the first. No score after half an inning. We're back here at the ballpark. Our starter in this one, Ryan Berger. Here's what you should
Ryan
keep an eye
Berger.
on. He's got 5 pitches to attack hitters with, and that means his game plan can vary widely between starts. Hard to say which pitches he'll be leaning on in this one, but if he can get
Jose
3
DePaula.
or even
Jose DePaula, 500 average, 1 homer and RBI. That was back in the Sugarland series. Here's first pitch. This is a fly ball to left center field. That's, yep, first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Aaron.
Here's the second baseman, Aaron Broncho.
Excuse me. Aaron Broncho, 125 average.
And he steps out of the box asking for
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, 125 average, no homers and RBI. Time called before the first pitch can be delivered to him. First pitch.
Off the mark there.
Outside.
Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
There's a fly ball. This could be trouble. Right field, and that's going to be a base.
With 1 away.
That'll be a single, so OKC also gets on the board with their first base hit.
Batting third, the
Coming
third
up to the
baseman,
dish for
David
Oklahoma City, David Bodie.
Bodie.
David Bodie, 083 average, no homers and RBIs. He only has 1 hit. First pitch. Here's a fly ball. Here, this is going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
And the 2-3 hitters who've been struggling in the Sugarland series finally getting something going. We have 2 runners, first and third, 1 away,
To the opposite field. He showed a
as
nice
Ryan
approach
Ward due up. Gonna really enjoy my new OKC Comets gear because I will be attending this game in real life. First pitch.
Here's a
And he
pop-up.
popped up. Probably he shouldn't have swung at that, but that's alright. 2 away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario.
Rosario.
.167 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI. That home run being in the Sugarland series. Berger's first pitch. Swings at a ground ball and makes the catch.
They leave 2 runners on base.
No runs, 2
Scoreless
hits,
after
2
1.
left. We go to the second. No score.
The Chihuahuas at the
Leading
plate
off
here in the
for
second
El
inning.
Paso, the
Clay
third
Dungan
baseman,
digs
Clay
in.
55 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. 13 pitches for Bobby Miller in that first inning.
Outside.
That's outside, ball 1. This is a very dangerous hitter that Bobby Miller gonna have to retire.
Foul
That's
ball
fouled
there.
away, so that'll be a strike. Miller's next pitch.
Fly ball, right field. Newell. 1 down.
1 away in the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Ryan
Wilson, the next to hit.
Ryan Wilson, 200 average, no homers and RBIs.
And that one fouled off.
That is fouled away. Gonna get behind the seats. 0 for 4. He was 0 for 4 in the game on Sunday at home. That's called for a strike.
Cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A
Next
pitcher can
pitch.
counter that.
Swing and a
Using the
miss.
off-speed stuff more
On a
frequently.
fastball for strike
Gets him
3.
swinging, and he should be strutting out there right now. 3 pitches,
Ripken Keys,
all heaters,
Reyes
and he gets
doing
the
that.
K. Impressive stuff. Now a chance for Ripken Reyes.
That is going to be trouble, and that's a base hit.
Around first, hustling for 2.
Oh, he can't make that play.
Around second now, and they still don't have it. Coming to the plate. Runner scores.
And that's an inside the park home run for Reyes, and it's a 1-0 lead for El Paso.
Out of the batter's box and got such a good read as he made the turnaround second base. Great hustle to make it all the way around. Nobody
so a solo inside the park home run.
Martin Maldonado.
That's low, ball 1. 119 average, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. He's got nothing this season because this is his first game. I don't think he played in the Salt Lake series. Swing and a miss for a curveball for strike 1.
1-1 pitch, fouled
That's
away.
fouled away. And I talked about, you're playing El Paso, and it's a really dangerous team you're playing.
Here in the top of the second.
If you can just get a run, oh, it's wide. That was a wild pitch, fouled away.
Good job with that fastball low in the zone. It's most effective when you can spot it on the corners. Next one misses.
Low ball 3.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Kai Murphy on
One
deck.
take with 2 strikes.
Pitch.
Left field. Rosario gliding
Has
to the
got
right.
it. Makes the catch. That'll end the inning, but El Paso gets a run on a hit. No errors and none left. We go to the bottom of the second. El Paso 1, OKC nothing, but OKC's got their lineup coming up with Hosey, Rushing, and Newell.
Is the military trying to make you house their troops? Give them no quarter. Call the law offices of Benson, Cooper, and James, Third Amendment specialists, for a free consultation. This one is labeled.
Deep left field. This is going to be trouble, and it is going to be trouble, as it's going to be a ground rule double for Cody Hosey.
That one, loud contact coming off the bat, and he's rewarded with the automatic double. Nice productive at bat.
Yep, goes into the OKC bullpen.
So digging in, Dalton Rushing. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run.
Yep.
Rolls away a little bit.
No balls. 1 strike.
Tag, and he's safe. Into third on the wild pitch. Picked off. Wow.
That was a bad base running, and so now that's one away in the second. So there goes that ground rule double.
Now a fly ball to right center. Murphy.
It was under it.
And a couple of quick outs.
2 away.
Next up for the
Batting
Comets,
it,
Chris
the right
Newell.
fielder, Chris Newell.
On the ground to first, Brooks. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. We've played 2 innings. El Paso with the lead, 1-0.
That was a bad mistake on me. I didn't realize I should have went back, but
We're back here
too
at the
late.
ballpark. All set
273
for the
average, no homers and RBI for Kai Murphy.
Murphy.
Ball.
Outside for ball 1. 1 for 3 with a single for Kai Murphy. 9-1-2 hitters due up here in the third. That's outside.
2 balls. No strikes.
And another ball.
Ball 3.
Most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone.
Next pitch.
That one's in.
That's for a strike. Next pitch.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
A little frustrating.
First
with
walk
himself
allowed
as
for
he issues a
OKC
walk
this
to the number
season.
9 hitter.
They didn't have
To the
it.
top of the order here. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Forrest Wall. Went down on strikes the first time through.
First pitch. Outside ball 1.
And the slider
Down
just
low,
misses.
ball
This
2.
is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well.
Next pitch. Swings and fouls it back. Two one to count. Bobby Miller's next pitch.
On the ground to the left. There's one.
Oh, the first in time for a double play. A 5-4-3 double play. Barely got him out. Yeah, got him.
Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Mason McCoy. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
So that hit does not come back to haunt El Paso. That's called for a strike. Or that walk, rather. I'm sorry. My mistake. 286 average, no homers and RBIs for Mason McCoy.
The 0-1.
That is fouled away, right by where the tarp is, where they normally have to pull it out for the rain.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Next pitch. Swings and fouls it back.
2 outs, bases empty.
Swing and a miss. Now in the inning, no runs, a hit, and none left.
Miller kept the bats quiet in that inning, but they lead it 1-0.
Excuse me. El Paso 1, OKC nothing. I had to take off my shirt because I'm getting hot. Alex Freeland, 333 average, no homers and RBIs. Last year, split time between AA Tulsa and OKC.
And he rattles the liner to short as the bat breaks. Tosses to first. Play is made, 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Josue.
Coming up to the bench for Oklahoma City, Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula flew out his first time up. 2 for 5 this season. Here's the first pitch for Berger.
To the right side, Reyes. Whips it to first.
What a first, and that's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Aaron Bracho.
First pitch.
Ball down low.
For a ball.
And time called for at the plate.
0 for 4 with a strikeout on Sunday in Sugarland for Aaron Bracho.
Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Swings and flares it. That one gets
That's a base hit.
Well, I was recommending going up the middle, but the pull-happy approach worked out that time. Can't expect to get that lucky every time up, though.
Yeah.
So up next, David Bodie.
David Bodie due up.
No.
Down low for a singled his first time up. Needed his average to go up. Of course, we are in the early stages of this season. Next pitch.
High fly ball to right field.
This is going back, and it's caught, and that's the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left.
So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. End of 3. The Chihuahuas out in front, 1-0.
So I'll be right back. Top of the fourth inning. El Paso leads it 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Comets.
Fourth inning with the Chihuahuas at the dish.
The designated hitter, Gavin
Sheets goes 6'5", 230 pounds, and he was a second-round
Gavin
pick
Sheets
back in
up.
2017. Ball one there.
First pitch is a ball.
1-0.
Daniel Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. The YouTuber, our producer, and engineer back in our 1340 studios here tonight.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely
Got
done
it.
for the out.
now batting, the first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
And next,
Trenton
the cleanup
Brooks.
hitter, Trenton Brooks. 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time around.
Yep. Strike one.
Hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. I don't know why he didn't swing, but that's probably the best pitch to hit he'll get in this AB.
Yep. Fouled away. Now it's 0-2.
Now here's the 0-2.
And that is going to be a
That's
base hit.
And that's a one-out single.
Third hit tonight for the Chihuahuas.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Next up for the Chihuahuas, Clay Dungan. It's ball one.
Down low for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
1-0 El Paso here in the fourth.
And that one
Swing and a miss
97
for
on
a
the go.
fastball for
Just
strike
can't
one.
Catch up to the heat.
Next pitch for Bobby Miller.
That's a ball.
That's outside.
Runner at first, one away.
Pitch for Bobby Miller.
That's a ball.
That's outside.
Runner at first. The next offering misses.
Outside,
And
ball
that's
three.
Ball three. Popped up. Freeland.
Freeland's under it, and there's 2 away.
Popped up. Freeland.
Freeland's under it, and there's 2 away.
Ryan Wilson.
Ryan Wilson up.
Here's the left fielder, Ryan Wilson. Struck out swinging the first time. And that's off the
That's
inside
outside
edge.
for a ball.
And it's 1-0. With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate. High fly ball to shallow right field. Newell on the way in.
He will make the
grab.
catch now in the top of the fourth. No runs, a hit, and a runner left.
So one hit is all they get. To the bottom of the fourth inning now. El Paso ahead in this game, 1-0.
Love playing with the El Paso
Welcome back to
Chihuahuas.
the Comets at the dish in the bottom of the fourth.
Yep.
Bash down the right side, but foul.
Foul. 0 for 4 for 2 strikeouts for Ryan Ward on Sunday in Sugarland. Fouled away.
Time called for.
Time.
That's 1 away.
Number 9, Eddie.
Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1.
First pitch.
Center field. Wall under it. 2 away. Cody Hosey getting ready to hit. Cracked a double the first time at bat. He swung early in the count, and that's been a recurring theme with this lineup. Seems like a big part of their strategy in this one. Late swing fouled it off.
KC in danger of trying to avoid a third consecutive loss.
On a
Look
line
out.
for
That's a base hit.
The tying run is aboard. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Now, Dalton rushing. Swing and a miss, chased it upstairs.
No balls, 1 strike.
Flew out his first time up.
Calls for time at the plate, he gets it.
One nothing Oklahoma City trailing El Paso.
This one ripped but foul to the right.
0 for 3 with a strikeout on Sunday in Sugarland for Dalton rushing.
0-2, and the delivery.
There's a ground ball, and that's a base hit.
They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot
Chris
of
Newell
base
due
knocks,
up.
no matter which direction you send it.
Unassisted ground out in his first time up.
And he grounds it to the right side. Whips it to first.
Now in the fourth, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left.
A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the top of the 5th. The Chihuahuas lead it 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. We're ready for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ripken Reyes. Bunting for a hit. Scoops it up barehanded.
For the first, not in time. That's a infield single.
And here's the catcher.
Yep, that'll be a base hit.
First with nobody out, outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly.
Outside, ball 1.
Keep them from going first to third. Late on that.
Swing and miss, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, stays alive. Nobody out and a runner at first. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And now a runner in scoring position.
Wild pitch, but that'll be a strikeout on a wild pitch.
To walk in the first trip to the plate.
Kai Murphy.
Ball. 1-0.
Didn't feel like throwing to second.
During the pitch, and it looks like a balk has been called here.
That's the problem with OKC.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Bodie drifting towards this one. And 2 away now. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters...
Forrest Walls, we're back to the top of the order.
Takes ball 1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs and a runner at third. And a ground ball to first. And that's just foul. On the ground, and it goes just foul. 2 outs with a runner at third.
Pitch. Fouled away.
1-2 count. Good rip, but that 98-mile-per-hour heat just a cut above.
Strike 3 on a slider, now in the top of the 5th, halfway through.
Left aboard, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Yep.
Bottom half of the 5th, and the Comets batting. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
Next one's fouled back. Oh-2, rocks and fires.
There's a fly ball, deep right, center field, and it's gone! Alex Freeland, home run in the home opener! Just like that, it's deadlocked at 1!
That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. We head back to the top of the order. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Josue De Paula.
That's fouled away. Should have let that go for a ball. Should definitely let that go. Flew out in the first, ground out in the third.
0-1 now. And he hits a ground ball to the
ball,
right
and
side.
that's a base hit. So now the go-ahead run is coming.
Behind it, that it scooted through the infield for a base hit, and with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack.
Let's see. I can see the replay. Still nobody out.
In the air, right field.
This could be trouble. This is going to be trouble.
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Now batting.
Now Oklahoma City could have the advantage of taking the lead here in the fifth inning. See it right here on the replay. Got it down, so now the runner is now at first and third. And for an offense who really struggled against Sugar Land, they've really turned it around so far. Swing and a miss on the slider for strike one. David Bodie 1 for 2 with a single. Singled his first time up and then flew out in the third. Trying to give OKC the lead. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike two.
He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play.
There's a fly ball. This is going to be trouble.
Grabs it on the run. Here comes the throw. And out, trying to get back to first. Double play. Coming up to the dish for
now Ryan Ward. I was kind of didn't know what that was going to be all about.
And there's a
fly ball to deep right field at the wall, and it's off the wall. One run has scored. Ryan Ward's RBI double, just like that. It's 2-1 Oklahoma City.
Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked.
Went over his head, off the wall. It's an RBI double, and OKC
stepping in,
now leads. That's going to be a ground ball. Now in the inning, but OKC, good.
2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 5 innings down. The Comets lead it 2-1.
Let's see what that is. That is... So it'll be 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 left. So we head the 6th.
On to the next inning.
So I'm going to go ahead and start getting my bullpen ready to go. Get Tony Gonsolin warming up. Let's also get Luis Garcia.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason McCoy. Swing, high fly down the right field line. And there's one down. Well, he certainly wasn't willing to wait around. Just barely missed hitting that first pitch fastball out of here. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Gavin Sheets. And a good
swing and miss on a fastball that's outside for strike one.
This pitch popped up. Ward. 2 away now. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, and he came out of his mechanics for sure. Not a great swing, and that led to the pop-up. Brooks, in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more
Swinging and
runs.
fouled away. Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 2.
Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. 2 balls, 2 strikes to
Outside.
go with 2 away. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it.
Fouled away.
Ground ball up the middle.
That's a base hit.
And that extends the inning. Beautiful example right there of an up-the-middle approach paying off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon enough. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Clay Dungan.
It's called for a strike.
For something to drive with the potential tying run over at first base. If he can put one in the gap, look out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. In the air to left center. And it drops in. Lead runners around second. And it's a 2-out double. Down in the count, didn't matter. Put a great swing on it. Bit risky from the pitcher with that inside breaking ball to the opposite-handed hitter. A lot of time to see the spin and get the hands inside.
Oh, and that's a base hit.
And this one's driven to the outfield.
That's going to go all the way to the wall.
Scores from second. 3-2, they take the lead. In there safely.
That's an RBI triple, and it's 3-2.
Drive in a pair. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it.
El Paso takes the lead.
Now at the dish, Ripken Reyes.
2 for 2 with a home run.
Right through there for a strike. 2 runs in to score in the inning. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Out of the way.
Gets a piece, it stays 0-2.
This will be his last batter for Bobby Miller.
Fights that one off, we'll reset and do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Set down
3.
for the backwards K. They limit the damage here. But they pick up a pair here, both coming in on this 2-run triple. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Heading to the bottom of the 6th, and that will be it for Bobby Miller.
Ready to go for the last half.
So Tony Gonsolin will pitch in the 7th.
For Oklahoma City, Cody Hosey. Line drive.
Oh!
Fires to first on the run, on the money. Nice play.
Ow.
Now batting, the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
So digging in, Dalton Rushing. This pitch popped up. Dungan. And there's
2 quick outs.
Now it's the right fielder, Chris Newell. On the ground, right side, Reyes. Whips it to first.
He's out.
That is as quick as it gets. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. 7th inning up next.
1, 2, 3.
El Paso with the lead, 3-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Tony Gonsolin. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches.
3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Comets. Dean DeVoe is here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back at our 1340 studios today. We'll continue our 6-game series with the El Paso Chihuahuas tomorrow night. Another 7:05 first pitch here in Oklahoma City. I don't have the starting pitchers for both teams. All I know is our live coverage will begin at 6:50 with Comets on deck. So I had to pull Bucky Jr. up on the bed. El Paso just retook the lead last inning, or in the top of the 6th.
Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado, 0 for 2 here tonight.
Gonsolin, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2016.
Next pitch.
Next pitch, in for a strike.
Strike 2. Next pitch.
The other way.
That is a base hit.
When you've got the hitter 0-2, you can't serve one up in the heart of the zone. Get him to chase outside the zone. That was a cookie. Now at the plate, Kai Murphy.
1-0.
This one's in the dirt.
Kai Murphy. Next pitch. That's called for a strike.
Runner at first.
He walked in the third, popped out in the 5th. Kai Murphy referring to. Swing and a miss. That will be a wild pitch.
Easily on a wild pitch, and so much for the chance at a double play.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 1-2
Next
off.
pitch.
Punches
That is fouled away. Fouled away. Los Angeles Dodgers yesterday took down the Atlanta Braves 4-0 to snap a 3-game losing streak. We'll talk about that in the post-game show.
1-2 offering. Grounds it to short. Freeland. Uh-oh, the throw goes to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play. He's clearly focused on cutting down on the strikeouts. With 2 strikes, he shortened up the swing and put it in play, and he got the single as a reward. Wall in the box now, takes strike 1. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Don't know what the Comets were doing there.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips to second, and that is
There's the double play you've been waiting for.
a very smooth play.
6-4-3 double play. 2 away here in the 7th.
Easy. Teams are looking for effective play, not necessarily flashy play, but he had both right there. Digging in,
Out of the way.
Swing and a foul straight back.
1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the first, strikeout in the third, flew out in the 6th.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. No runs on a couple of hits, no errors on a runner left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. Comets trail 3-2.
Thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam. Back and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tom Cosgrove. Third time out this year.
Tom Cosgrove, the new pitcher. Grounded out in the 3rd, homered in the 5th.
Swing and a high fly to left. Wilson in position.
One away in the 7th.
And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more
Josue
confidence.
De Paula. And this is going to be trouble, and this is a base hit. That's going to go all the way to near the wall, and De Paula will stop with the tying run at second.
Time wasted here. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chop.
Aaron Broncho singled in his first 3 at-bats. This will be his 4th.
Now we'll see if they can even it up and give us a brand new ball game. The batter now, Aaron Broncho.
No balls. 1 strike.
Here comes the 0-1.
Look out.
And fouls one off. And the tying run at second. Fights it off. We'll see another.
If the Comets tie it up, then that means Bobby Miller will not figure in a decision tonight.
0-2 now. Hit hard on a line.
And this is a... Whoa.
The way he's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky.
Almost another mistake for OKC trying to take away.
That was a hanger for sure.
That was a good hit, but caught. There's a fly ball, deep left field, at the wall, and it's caught. And now in the 7th, no runs, a hit, and a runner left.
Completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out.
Go to the 8th. El Paso leads 3-2.
Here at the ballpark, ready to get the 8th inning going. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Gavin Sheets. And that one sliced foul. This one the other way. Dumps one into left. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
9th hit for the Chihuahuas here tonight.
I was preaching, and that's something every evaluator watching this game will love to see. Not a whole lot of minor leaguers. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
And the mistakes are just happening. That's going to be another base hit.
Nobody out with runners at first and second. Big spot for the pitcher and this defense.
Tried to pick it up, just couldn't. He's not going to have a play. Didn't have a play for it.
The 1-0 pitch. Rolled softly.
Out of the way.
Close one.
It's outside. 16,512 here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. This is not what the manager wanted when he called for a new arm from the pen. This is less of a lockdown and inching towards a meltdown. Late swing, foul to the left. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. Foul will see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Now the payoff pitch. That one is foul.
Out of the
We'll see
way.
another. This one popped up. Umpire signaling for the infield fly.
Ward will make the catch, and that's one away in the 8th.
And now, Ryan Wilson. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. And a curve misses outside. Gut check time for him on the mound. I'm interested to see how he handles this situation.
That's a fly ball. You can forget it. This one's in the El Paso bullpen for a 3-run homer.
Leaves the yard to left.
Ryan Wilson's first home run on the season, and it's 6-2.
6-2. It's never a bad thing.
That mistake where they could have gotten a double play comes back to haunt him.
An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. He can feel very good about that.
Goes over the El Paso bullpen.
Down. Next up for...
That'll be it for him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen.
Pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Luis Garcia, being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
That mistake there for Oklahoma City really come back to haunt them. And you got to give El Paso a lot of credit for what they have done here in this game. And of course, remember, this is a 6-game series. Ripken Reyes homered in the 2nd, single in the 5th, striked out looking in the 6th.
And the slider
So outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Still just 1 out here in the inning. And he fires in a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights the 2-strike pitch off to the right. And 1-2. In the air to center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
2 away in the 8th.
Base is empty with 2 out. At the plate, Martin Maldonado.
Ball inside. Ball 2.
Next one's
Out of the
foul.
way.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Kai Murphy.
Murphy, that's high for ball 1.
1-0.
1 for 2 with a single tonight.
I think we may have a balk here, and yes, we do.
Another balk for the
And at
Comets.
second with 2 down.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Out to short.
Now in the inning, but El Paso did a lot of damage.
And limits the damage. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. It's now 6-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Comets, Ryan Ward. That one fouled off.
Out of the way. 1 for 3 tonight. Popped out in the first, grounded out in the fourth, hit a double in the fifth. Comets trailing 6-2 here in the eighth.
The 0-1. Comes up empty. Strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Luis Patino up and throwing. Poe getting loose as well. Time called as he tries to refocus, down 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout.
Strike 3.
And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. Eddie Rosario digs in now. Swing and a foul straight back. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Now here's the 0-2. Up the middle. McCoy on the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out. Base is empty with 2 out. Cody Hosey now at the plate. Grounds this one up the middle. Collects it. Jump throw. And they get the out. Nicely done.
We have the 9th, 6-2.
Coming up. El Paso ahead in this game, 6-2. We go to the 9th. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Forrest Wall. What a tough splitter. High 80s, reads fastball out of the hand, then drops like a brick at the end. Fastball for a strike. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. That misses, and that's ball 1. Battling here, fouls it away. And again on 1 and 2. Out to center. That's pretty deep.
DePaula back, makes the catch.
The batter, the shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason McCoy.
That's a strike.
1 down. Base is empty here in the 9th. Hard hit, right side. And plenty of time to first.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So 2 down now.
Sheets.
And here's the plate, Gavin Sheets. Grounder to third. Bodie. Play made. That ends the inning.
See if OKC can get something in the 9th.
Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, due up in the bottom of the 9th. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Luis Patino. Second appearance of the season. Leading off, Dalton Rushing. Here's a laser out to left. And there's 1 down.
1 away.
Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut.
Here's a fly ball. Right field at the wall, and he makes the catch, and the Comets are down their final out.
Down to their final out of this one.
That was a beautiful hit, but just...
Foul ball there.
When we're done with this game, we'll recap the scoring and everything, go over the International PCL, plus check up on Los Angeles Dodgers.
A little out front there, swings through it.
0-2.
Comets down their final strike here in the ninth, trying to get anything.
Last strike. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. And that one is foul. We'll try again. This one hit to second might be it. Whips it to
the first, and El Paso will take the series opener. Comets fall 6-2.
Final 6-2. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.
Comets fall 6-2 here at home against El Paso as they take the opener of the 6-game set. 1-2-3 go the Comets in the ninth inning, as they really just couldn't get anything going here today. 6-13-0 for the Chihuahuas, 2-11-0 for the Comets, as everything went El Paso's way here in the series opener. This homer right here by McCoy, or no, we'll actually document everything in the. This home run right here by McCoy was the big difference, as it gave El Paso the lead for good, and they go on to win it 6-2. Let me tell you how many runners were left on base. So El Paso had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 runners left on base for the Chihuahuas. OKC had the most chances. They had 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That was it. Just 7. So, yeah. Ryan Berger gets the win. 2 runs on 10 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Bobby Miller took the loss. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. There was no save. El Paso is 4-0. Oklahoma City falls to 1-3. OKC has now lost 3 in a row, dating back to the Sugarland series. So a tough loss for the Comets. They'll hope to regroup and figure out what went wrong in the game, and they'll look forward to seeing what happens here tomorrow when they play the when they play the Chihuahuas, excuse me. First of all, before we get into the rest of the scoreboard, let me take care of a saving situation. Thank you. Make sure it got saved. And it did. All right, cool. All right, so we already talked about this, as I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wait, that's not it. That was what I was trying to find. Let's take a look at the rest of the scoreboard from the rest of the AAA world, and we'll also talk about Los Angeles Dodgers as they continue their series with... First of all, let's talk about Los Angeles Dodgers game from yesterday. They shut out the Braves 4-0. Shohei Ohtani got his second win on the season. The loss went to Grant Holmes. Only run scored was Freddie Freeman's RBI, along with Max Muncy and Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. They will continue their series later today. Now, let's go over the scores around the AAA world. Just want to get you guys caught up on that. Syracuse shut out Wilkes-Barre Scranton 4-0 in the contest. Blake Tidwell got his first win on the year. Carlos Carrasco got the loss, and the save went to Huskar Baratsabin, his first on the season. So I'm trying to get to my blue pillow. The only runs were scored. Drew Gilbert, 2 RBIs, and Rafael Ortega hit a 2-run homer for the Syracuse Mets at their home ballpark. Lehigh Valley beat Rochester 5-4 in the contest. As I need to find a place to put my drink so I can see the scoreboard. I'll clean up my room in a little bit. Guillermo Zuguina got the win, his first on the season. Joe Cunell got his first save on the year. Eduardo Salazar took the loss for the Red Wings. RBIs for Darren Baker, Juan Yepes, and Jose Tena for the Red Wings. Marcus Lee Sang, Ethan Wilson, and Garrett Stubbs helped get RBIs for the Iron Pigs in that contest. Gwinnett shut out Nashville 7-0, held the Sounds to only 2 hits in the contest. Winning pitcher was Dylan Dodd. He improves to 1-0. JB Bukauskas got his first loss on the year. The only run scored in the for the Stripes was a 2-run homer for Luke Williams and Garrett Cole, 3 RBIs for Eli White for Gwinnett in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL games in just a minute. I'm just taking care of the. I'm just going to take. Or actually, there are some games that have PCL teams. We'll get to that in just a bit. Hola, Senor Sean. I'll start a VC with you in just a second after I wrap this up. So you came in at a perfect timing to hear the post-game report. St. Paul beat Columbus 3-2 in the contest. Darren McColgan got his first one of the year. Michael Tompkins gets his second save of the year. The loss went to Logan Allen for the Clippers. Armando Alvarez hit the solo home run for the Saints. Will Holland had 2 RBIs for the Saints in the contest. Angel Martinez hit the only home run for the Clippers, and Miguel Parias also RBI'd for Columbus in the deal. Norfolk beat Charlotte 4-3 in this game, as the Tide continued to pick up right where they left off as they get something going. Sir Anthony Dominguez get his first win on the year. This was, by the way, in extras. Owen White, took the loss for Charlotte. Raymond Urias, Addison Barger, and T.T. Bowens had 2 RBIs as well for the Tide. Miguel Vargas had a sac flies RBI for the Knights, and Omar Navarez hit 2 RBIs for the Knights in that loss. Actually, let's do this one. Just get this out of the way because this is really confusing. Sugarland gets their first loss of the year as they lost to Durham 7-4. Wasn't expecting that. Even though I don't know if that's part of their schedule, but that's what it is in the mock. Mason Engler got his first win on the year. Ryan Gusto took his first loss on the year. Kupel Homer hit a 3-run homer for the Space Cowboys. That's the team, by the way, I'm playing in Road to Show, which I will do that second episode as soon as possible. Jacob Melting also had an RBI for Sugarland in that contest. Eroy Jimenez hit a 3-run homer for the Bulls. Xavier Isaac had an RBI. Colton Ledbetter, 2 RBIs. And Tanner Murray also had an RBI as well. Xavier Isaac actually homered as well for Durham. I'm sorry. Tanner Murray had a sac RBI for Durham in the contest. We'll deal with Tacoma and Reno in just a second. Memphis beat Buffalo 5-3 at AutoZone Park. Rodri Munoz got his first one on the year. The loss went to Adam Kalfenstein. And Zach Thompson picked up his second save on the year. Domingo Palmagani homered for the Bison. Michael Stefanik had 2 RBIs for Buffalo. Chandler Redmond hit 2 home runs and got another RBI for the Redbirds. Michael Antico and Cesar Pareto also had RBIs for Memphis in the game. The Battle of Zachary Taylor, as we call it. Indianapolis beat Iowa 6-4 in the Battle of Zachary Taylor, or I know what Sean's going to say. Carson Fulmer got his first win on the year. Peter Streletsky, or whatever your last name is, got his second save on the year. Chris Flexen took his first loss of the year. Sung Chae Cheng, Henry Davis had home runs for the Indians. Juwan Bay and Derek Hall had RBIs for Indianapolis. Vidal Bergeron had 2-run homer for the I-Cubs. B.J. Murray Jr. and Alexander Canario also had RBIs for the I-Cubs in the Zachary Taylor series. Omaha beat Louisville 8-4 in the contest. Ross Stripling, the ex-Dodger, got the win, his first win on the year. Luis May got his first loss of the year. Matthew Nelson had a 2-run homer for the Bats. Jacob Herbesti and Tyler Callahan also RBI'd for the Bats. Tyler Tolbert, Calvin Bigerow, MJ Melendez, Tyler Genty, and Brady McConnell all had the RBIs for the Storm Chasers of Iowa at Warner Park. Noah Cameron did not figure in a decision that contest. Jacksonville beat Worcester 6-1 in Jacksonville, which I still don't like them calling the Jumbo Shrimp, if you ask me. Dax Fulton got his first win of the year. Quentin Prester took his first loss of the year. RBI for Heistock Garcia for the Red Sox in the game. As for the Jumbo Shrimp, yep, Jumbo Shrimp. Yeah, it's funny, Sean. Victor Mendez Jr., 3-run homer for Jacksonville. Javier Sanjona, Jacob Berry, and Kyle Stowers had RBIs for Jacksonville in the game. I'll just go ahead and do this. Well, Sean, you're happy about this. Round Rock beat Toledo 3-0. I did not expect that in the contest. David Buchanan got his first win on the year. Josh Schwarp his second save on the season. Tyler Madden took the loss in the contest. The only run scored was a 3-run homer for Alan Trejo for the E-Train, as Sean is going to say, choo choo. So great win for the Express as far as that is concerned. And that is it for all of the mixed games. Now to the PCL that didn't have mixed games. Reno beat Tacoma this afternoon 7-3. Josh Winder got his first win of the year for the Aces. Logan Evans took the loss for the Rainiers. Samid Taylor and Blake Hunt were the RBIs for the Rainiers. Ivan Melendez, Christian Robertson, Jesus Valdez, and Jose Herrera also had RBIs for Reno in the contest. We've already done Sugarland. We've already done Ron Rock. So here's the other friends. Salt Lake, after getting swept by El Paso, get their first win against Albuquerque 8-6 in the contest. His first loss for the Isotopes. Nico Cavastes hit a grand slam for the Bees. David Calabrese, Anthony Rendon, and Bryce Teodosio for Salt Lake in the contest. And then RBIs for Warming Benarel, Greg Jones, Chris Bryant, the ex-Cubs, now playing for the Isotopes, and Keston Hura for Albuquerque in the contest. Sacramento shut out the Aviators 2-0. Yes, how I do my mocking of the Aviators, but all jokes aside. Spencer Bivens gets his first win of the year. Landon Ruff got his first save for the River Cats. Grant Holman took the loss He is 0-1. The only runs scored were an RBI for Hunter Bishop and Brent Ackerbach for the River Cats in the game. And then, as you saw, 6-2 loss for Oklahoma City to the El Paso Chihuahuas. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers, after snapping their 3-game losing streak, took down the Atlanta Braves by a score of 9-8. Tanner Scott got his first win of the year. Joe Jimenez took his first loss on the season. Ronald Arcia Jr., 3-run homer for the Braves. Jurickson Profar also homered for Atlanta. Austin Riley, Ozzy Alvarez, and Nick Allen also RBI'd for the Atlanta Braves. And as for the Big Blue crew, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Andy Pajes homered for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Miguel Rojas also had RBIs for the Dodgers. Dodgers are looking to go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon. It'll be Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, Spencer Strider for the Braves before the Dodgers hit the road to take on the Philadelphia Phillies. And AA Tulsa will start their season on Friday against Northwest Arkansas. Let me see how the Texas Rangers are doing, since Sean is curious about how they're doing. So we're looking for the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers has been on a winning streak. They're 4-2, by the way. They lost the first 2 games against the Red Sox, only to split the 4-game series, and now they've won their 2 games against the Cincinnati Reds. They will go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon against the Cincinnati Reds. No matter what, Sean will end up winning the series or even sweeping the series against the Cincinnati Reds, no matter what the final outcome is. So the Comets will have to find something to get back into the win column. They will take on the same El Paso Chihuahuas tomorrow. Nick Frasso will start for Oklahoma City. He'll take on Frank Contreras of the Chihuahuas. Another 7:05 first pitch. Our live coverage begins at 6:50 with Comets on deck. One last time from here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. It was the El Paso Chihuahuas 6 and the OKC Comets 2 in the contest. As I need to go back and check the box score. No, that's not what I was looking for, you derping hyena. That's what I was looking for. 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. 2 runs on 11 hits, no errors for OKC. We had Ryan Wilson and Ripken Reyes had home runs in the game for the Chihuahuas. Ryan Berger got his first win of the year. Bobby Miller took the loss. Of course, Alex Freeland's only home run and Ryan Ward's RBI for OKC in the contest. El Paso is 4-0, and Oklahoma City falls to 1-3. They have now lost 3 in a row going back to Saturday. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back at our 1340 studios, I'm Dean Evo saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll try to find something to turn around here tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball presented by Heartland Flyer.